stories of the big city, but Bethlehem, while it's not that big, is no exception. There are people, and there are laws to uphold. When one of those people breaks one of those laws, well, that's right. The name's Thursday. Joe Thursday. I carry a badge. The story you're about to hear is true. The names have not been changed to protect the innocent, because that would just be silly. Besides, this is the way it happened, and facts need to be told. My partner Frank and I were working late on a Monday night when the call came in. We had just broken up a disturbance in one of the local inns and were processing a couple of the perpetrators. You see, there was a census that had been ordered, and all the people of David's lineage had come pouring into town like cheap wine. The overcrowding was making everyone a little nuts.
So you're saying there wasn't any room left in the inn that you went to, and you lost your temper?
That's right. That foul-smelling donkey offspring of a clerk lost my reservation.
And you felt it would help your cause to hit him over the head with a camel whip?
Well, in retrospect, probably could have handled it a little bit better.
Perhaps. Well, have a seat over there while I finish your paperwork, Mr. Bartholomew. Looks like it's going to be a long day, Joe.
Long night, Frank. It's nearly 11:15.
What? Well, if it's that late, why is it so bright out?
Well, you've got a point, Frank. It is nearly as bright as daylight out there. Must be a full moon.
That's no moon. Joe, it's that star over there.
A star? Oh, Frank, you may be right. That's the brightest star I've ever seen.
Me too. How come we never noticed it before tonight?
I don't know, Frank. Probably the same reason we never noticed that bright cluster of singing angels.
What bright cluster of singing angels?
Right over there, under that star, just south of that new Greek fast food place, Jehovah's Gyros.
Euros, Joe, euros. Oh, wow. Wow.
It's something, all right.
I'll say, a large order of baklava for only 99 shekels? How come we never noticed that restaurant before?
Like I said, Frank, it's new. We'd better go and check out the 4937.
4937, Joe?
Celestial disturbance of the peace, Frank. After stopping to grab a bucket of baklava, we arrived at the scene of the 4937. By the time we arrived, the bright lights had disappeared. There was a large gathering of shepherds in the clearing, however, so Frank and I moved in to begin our investigation.
Okay, what's going on here?
Wow! Did you see them?
See what?
Lights, singing angels. There must have been hundreds of them. We gotta go do what they...
Slow down. All we want are the facts.
Well, we were just tending our sheep when all of a sudden
Sheep?
Yeah, we're shepherds.
I don't see any sheep.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think the angels must have scared them off.
Angels?
Yeah, angels. Hundreds of them.
Well, I don't see any angels.
No, they're gone to see the baby.
Baby?
Yeah, baby king.
Wrapped in swaddling clothes.
In a manger.
Okay, I don't see a baby.
Well, no, the baby's in Bethlehem, under the star.
Star? I don't see any... Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, that star.
Oh, and you've seen this baby?
Not yet. The angels just told us he was there, but we're going now.
Oh, not so fast. You said these angels took your sheep?
Well, no. I think the sheep probably just got frightened and ran away.
Did you follow them?
Well, no. If a bunch of angels started singing to you, would you worry about some sheep?
I would if I were a shepherd.
You know, Frank, sounds like these angels may have created a diversion just to make off with about 4 tons of leg of lamb.
It's the perfect time to unload it, too, right before the holidays.
Listen, we'd really like to stay and chat, but we'd like to go see the baby that the angels are singing about.
Well, I suppose we've got what we need. Just don't leave town anytime soon. We may have a few more questions.
In the meantime, we'll keep an eye out for your stolen sheep.
Oh, don't worry about that, officers. I'm sure they'll come home.
Yeah. Wagging their tails behind them. Tell it to Bo Peep.
Who?
Oh, never mind. But you know, Frank, there's something that bothers me about this case already.
What's that, Joe?
For a bunch of shepherds, they didn't seem to care an awful lot about their sheep.
Well, Joe, they were obviously very excited.
Maybe, but just the same, I'm not letting them pull the wool over my eyes. After stopping back by the office to file a 1422, missing sheep report, Frank and I decided to check out the shepherd's story. It wasn't very difficult to do. We just followed the star past the Greek restaurant to a little inn. We stopped on the way for a couple of pita value meals.
Oh, man, Joe, I love that new Greek place. I wonder if they deliver.
Don't be silly, Frank. Everyone knows the way that place keeps its prices so low is that they don't pay their help enough to cover delivery.
Really? How much does a Grecian earn?
Knock on the door, Frank. Hey, Frank, you got some cucumber there?
Sorry, we're full. Come back in March.
Whoa. Not a very friendly place. Wonder if the rates are
I
good.
said we're full. Now beat it.
Bethlehem PD, ma'am. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
Police. Wow. Over a couple of stolen towels?
Oh,
No towels, ma'am. Just wanted to ask you some questions about the star.
Star? What star?
the star over your inn.
Well, what do you know?
Are we to assume that you know nothing about the star?
No, should I?
Well, I suppose not, but it would make our jobs a lot easier.
How so?
Well, we're looking for a baby.
Oh, gosh, you two?
Let me guess. Shepherds?
Whole flock of them. About a half hour ago. They're still out and back with the lady who just had a baby.
So there is a baby. Out back. Out back where?
Well, I told you we were full, have been for about a week. So I told them they could stay in the stable out back.
Okay, let me see if I get this straight. A lady shows up here tonight, says she's going to have a baby, so you show her to the barn.
Well, we didn't have any rooms.
Charming. You have chickens back there?
Well, sure. Why?
Well, I thought you might tell her to help herself to some eggs, charge her at the bed and breakfast rate.
No, look here!
Was this woman alone?
No, husband's with her. Look, I didn't know she was gonna have it right away. I was hoping a room would open up in time.
Oh, of course. Did these people say where they were from?
Yeah. I heard them telling my husband they were from Nazareth.
Nazareth? Joe, why, that's over 50 miles away. In her condition?
Is she all right?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been back there.
What?
Listen, I told you, we're busy. We're busy looking after our guests.
Oh, I'm sure. Listen, lady, I've half a mind to run you in on a 354.
354?
Renting out a stable without a license.
Look, can we see them? I'd like to ask them a few questions.
They're out back. Listen, I just did what I thought was right.
Well, we'll let it go this time. Just don't make it a habit.
Thank you, officer.
Well, Frank, what do you think?
Kind of gives the phrase, time to hit the hay, a whole new meaning, huh, Joe?
Let's go, Frank. As Frank and I headed around to the stable, I got a strange feeling. Call it cop's intuition, or maybe a sixth sense. Frank thought it might have been the PETA. Whatever it was, I'll never forget that feeling. We ran into some shepherds we had seen earlier. A couple of them even had sheep.
Okay, what's going on here?
You wake up, baby.
Ooh. Sorry. Where are the parents?
They're over there next to the manger.
Look, Joe. They laid the baby in the manger.
Oh, I see that, Frank. Let's go talk to Dad. Oh, you the father?
Watch your step.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta watch those door sills.
That is my wife, Mary.
You got a name, son?
Joseph of Nazareth. Can I help you officers with anything?
Well, we're investigating a 4739.
4937, Joe.
Oh, yeah, right. 4937. Whatever. A disturbance of angelic origin outside of town. Do you know anything about it?
Well, no, officer. As you can see, we've been rather preoccupied tonight.
I see. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
But keep your cigars in your pocket. This place would go up like a Roman candle.
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice you hesitated when you said you were the father.
Yes, it's kind of hard to explain.
Well, try us. You know, we're bright.
Well, okay. You see, it was about 9 months ago.
Just the facts, son, not the details.
Well, no, you see, that's just it. 9 months ago, an angel appeared to me.
Oh, an angel? Okay. He didn't take any sheep from you, did he?
No.
What about mint jelly?
No. Listen, this angel came to me in a dream and tells me that Mary, my fiancée, is pregnant with God's baby.
God's baby?
Oh, listen, pal. All we want to do is figure out this disturbance thing. What you and your girlfriend do is your business.
Well, that's just it. We didn't do anything.
I hate to break it to you, but there's about 6 pounds of baby over there that says otherwise.
Yes, but God is the one who made Mary pregnant. The same angel appeared to her to tell her of his plans as well.
Well, let me get this straight. You're engaged to be married. An angel comes to you and tells you you're going to be a father.
Well, actually, Mary knew first and told me she was pregnant, and I was going to, break it off quietly, because I thought the same thing, that she had been with another man.
Well, but you didn't.
No, I didn't. That's when the angel came to me and explained things.
Oh, such as?
Well, that Mary was going to give birth to the Messiah, the one who's going to bear all of our sins.
Uh-huh. So let me see if I understand. You haven't known Mary, and yet 9 months later, a baby is born, and we're supposed to believe it's God's baby.
That's right.
Do you really believe that?
Of course. If an angel came to you and told you something, wouldn't you believe it?
Well, not without a few questions. But I'll let you get back to your wife and baby now. I think we have all the information we need for now.
Okay.
Joseph, will you be heading back to Nazareth, in case we have any additional questions?
Oh, yeah, probably soon after we name the baby at the temple.
Well, what are you going to name him?
Just what the angel told us. His name is Jesus.
Okay, Frank.
You buy this story, Joe?
Oh, kind of tough to swallow. He seems sincere, though.
Well, one thing's for sure.
What's that, Frank?
That is one lucky kid. He'll never have to shut a door in his life.
Really? How so?
Well, it's simple, really. I mean, if he leaves a door open, what's his mother going to say? What were you, born in a barn? He was!
You're a very strange man, Frank. Well, we headed back to the station, not saying too much about the case, partly because I didn't know what to make out of a baby king that was sent from God, partly because I really didn't want Frank to make any more comments. We filled out the necessary paperwork and faxed it over to Jerusalem Central, and then we forgot all about it. That is until a few months later, when we got an urgent fax from the big guy. King Herod. Dirty Harry, we cops like to call him. He had a mean streak about him the size of the Gaza Strip. Frank and I were back on the case.
This just in, Joe! Remember that 4937 we looked into a few months back? Seems Herod wants this Joseph guy. He's got some astrologers heading out with presents for the kid.
I don't like it. Why would Dirty Harry want to be nice to an infant who's got the title of future king?
What do you mean, Joe?
Can I be frank?
Well, then who would I be, Joe?
Never mind. I just mean I think Harry's up to no good.
I don't know, Joe, but he wants us to help locate him.
And how are we going to do that, Frank? All we know is that they were from Nazareth.
Look outside, Joe!
Well, I'll be. That star is back.
Yeah, and brighter than ever!
Just like you, Frank. Come on, grab that fax and let's follow the star.
You want me to pull up the old file too, Joe?
No, Frank, just the facts.
Oh.
We stopped by and picked up a couple of before heading out for the star. Something was beginning to bother me about the case, and I knew what it could be, but I really couldn't say. As we neared the star, we could see that it was right above a small house outside of Nazareth. There were some camels outside with foreign plates.
Look, Joe, the astrologers must have followed the star too. This looks like it's the place.
Must be. Go ahead and knock, Frank.
Yes?
Bethlehem PD, ma'am. Is your husband named Joseph?
Oh dear, yes it is, but if it's about the towels at that inn, I promised you we were going to return.
No. No, ma'am. Actually, we just wanted to ask you some questions about your visitors, if you don't mind. May we come in?
Yes, certainly, but how did you know we had visitors?
Well, that's our job, ma'am. I see the little one is getting along nicely.
Why, yes. Have you seen him before?
Actually, yes. The night of his birth in the stable.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember. There was a lot going on.
Understandable.
Excuse me. Bethlehem PD. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Is there a problem, officer?
Well, that depends on the answers we get to our questions.
What do you need to know?
Well, for starters, why are you here?
King Herod sent us. We're astronomers from the east.
Astronomers, huh? Well, let me ask you something. I'm a Pisces, and my friend here is a Libra. Are we compatible?
No. No. We're astronomers, not astrologers. We study the stars.
And just why did Herod want you out here looking at a baby?
Well, we've been studying the stars and ancient prophecy, and we believe that this is no ordinary baby.
Oh, how so?
The scriptures all point to his being the Messiah, the one who will save us from all our unrighteousness.
Huh. Well, that would fit with what the kid was telling us back in Bethlehem.
Yeah.
So Herod told you this?
No, sir. We told him. And we came looking for the child so we could give him gifts.
Well, what kind of gifts?
Well, gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
And I thought it was bad when my parents gave me clothes as presents. See if you've got anything on the donkey. This kid needs something to play with. Oh, so what did Herod want with him?
Well, he said he wanted us to tell him where he was so that he could go and worship him as well.
So you're heading back to tell him, huh?
Well, no. You see, we come from the east, and we have no obligation to your king, and we
Yes?
had a visit last night.
Oh? A visit from who?
An angel.
An angel? What's this?
It's a little camel. Isn't it cute?
Where'd you get it?
It was in my Euro Smiley meal.
Well, I'll be. What a great restaurant. So you said an angel visited you?
That's right.
Did he have any sheep?
No.
What did this angel want?
He told us not to go back to Herod, that Herod would kill the child if he knew where he was.
Kill him? A baby?
Not just any baby. This baby is going to be the king of the Jews.
Uh-huh. That sounds just like Dirty Harry. You realize that we could run you in on a 2986.
2986.
Failure to heed a royal edict.
Or a 7321.
A 7321?
Transporting a controlled substance, myrrh, across country borders.
Or a 5396.
A 5396?
Double parking your camel in a loading zone.
But I won't.
You won't?
You won't?
You won't?
I won't.
Joe, why not?
Because cops have dreams too, Joe.
Dreams, Joe?
Yeah, dreams, Frank. Dreams of a comfortable shoe for walking the beat, and dreams of a good meal at a fair price. And last night, Frank,
Yeah, Joe?
last night I had a dream. An angel spoke to me as well.
Did he have any sheep?
No,
Oh.
Frank, no sheep. Sorry. But the angel did tell me that Herod wants to kill this baby.
But Joe, if you don't tell Herod where the baby is, I'll have to run you in on a 6312.
6312?
Yep. Failure to not only arrest those who should have told Herod about the baby king, but also to tell him myself. Yes, I know, Frank.
But I couldn't do that, Joe.
Thanks, Frank. You're a real friend.
6312 has more paperwork than any other violation. And besides, I don't want to see the baby killed either.
There is another way, Frank.
Oh, what's that, Joe?
Joseph,
Yes.
you've got to take your baby and family and get out of here. Herod's trying to kill your child, and he will if you stay.
Kill him? Why?
Perhaps. Who knows? Does it matter?
Well, where would we go?
I hear Egypt's nice this time of year.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Come on, Frank. It's a long journey back, and we've got a story to make up.
Okay, Joe. Here you go, little guy. Wow, he smiled at me.
Our job is done. And that's the way it happened. That's how Jesus came into the world on my watch. A few years later, I was there when he finally did what he came here to do. But at least on that night, when the stars shone bright and the Holy Family slipped away into the warm Nazareth night, I felt good about the world. Somehow, it felt like everything made sense. That was all the way it was supposed to be. And somehow, everything was going to turn out all right. Somehow, I think it did. Come on, Frank.
Where are we going, Joe?
What say we get a bite to eat? How do you feel about lamb?
Ha ha!